Well, good evening and happy Monday, everybody. This is week 3, day 1 of projects from the new Stampin' Up! Mini catalog for September through December. This week, I am focusing on focusing on the Splendid Autumn Suite, but currently the gems, the faux glass dots, and the wild wheat ribbon are out of stock. So I will focus on this because we still have the Stampin' set and bundle, the stamp and the dies. They've got these beautiful gold leaves and then the paper. So I will focus on those, but I won't include any projects with these since these are out, I believe, until um, next. Well, no, those might be out until October. I know there are some that are out until Monday, but those might be out until October. I will give a look just to be sure. Oh nope, the glass dots are due to be back September 23rd, and the wild wheat trim is actually October. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, but this is what I'm going to work with this week still. I love the paper. I absolutely love all of those different pieces of artwork, and that's what they are. They're just little miniature artworks that you could frame, I feel. Frame them and have a different picture on your desk like every other day. They're just so pretty. And then these are some of the samples from the catalog itself. So today I am going to do a very simple, it's called a SIP card, S-I-P, and it's just stamps, ink, and paper. And that's all this card is. It's just the regular size card, and then I just cut the DSP in two different sizes. And it's kind of hard to see that one on the camera, but there is a piece there, and then the beautiful artwork piece, and then I actually just stamped directly on the DSP. And then I used Versamark, or you could do, since this card is in Cajun Craze, you could do Cajun Craze. And then I took a piece of that DSP and I put it next to the sentiment on the inside. But that is all it is, just stamps, ink, and paper. And then I even did the envelope. So we will go ahead and get started. Again, I'm using the Autumn Expression stamp set today. I'm going to be using the Changes Beautiful stamp for the outside and the May the Beauty of the Season Fill Your Heart with Joy for the inside. For the DSP that I chose, because I chose Cajun Craze as my card base, and it's just a regular A2 size card, so it is, oh, you can't see that. I've got my board down too low. Forgot about that. So it is 8.5 by 11 by 5.5, and then you score and fold at 4 1/4. So you've got your regular size card, and then looking through the DSP, I kind of liked this one because it had a very big open space there that I could stamp in. And I took and I cut it down to, this is 3 3/4 by 5. And that's what both pieces are, 3 3/4 by 5. And I just kind of wanted to keep that big open space. So I cut off this part of the card. And then I used a strip of that I cut off for the inside of the card. So, but there was the front piece, and then I chose this color because every piece has got a beautiful like little watercolor artwork on the front, and then the back is just a solid color. Well, it's got a pattern to it, but it's just one color throughout it. So I liked this one better because I felt that it went with Occasion Craze better, and it does pull from the colors in the leaves. So there were those. I mean, look at that beautiful sunset on the back of that piece. Just I love this paper. Very pretty. Very pretty for autumn. Just get you all ready for it. So we'll go ahead and get this going and get that edge burnished so the card will close really nice. Now, like I said, for the front, I used the Change Can Be Beautiful stamp from this. So we'll go ahead and put it on there. I wanted to use Cajun Craze, but my Cajun Craze is dry and I don't have a refill, so I have one coming. So, but this beautiful cherry cobbler will work just as well. There's cherry cobbler colors in there, so it's just as good too. I thought Cajun Craze would have been a beautiful color as well, but I'm not out of luck. I can still do my card. That's, I think, what I like about this is there's so many color options that you can use with this set. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of stamp that in the sky. That is just so beautiful. It just brings it right out. Go ahead and clean my stamp off. Get that back in there. Okay, and then how I assembled the front was I just put the two pieces on there so that it had a very slight border, and I just offset them so that they're just going to be on the card offset like that. So you can go ahead and do that with your Stampin' Seal adhesive, or you could use your glue, either one. This is the one I had handy here at my computer desk. We might be getting into the autumn days this week. It was 85 today, but it's supposed to be, I believe, 81 tomorrow, maybe lower. So we are getting into the autumn days finally. And like I said, just give a thin edge up there. And the same with this one. We had just a wee bit of rain. I came home and it was coming down pretty good, so I just sat in my truck for a minute until it kind of went through, and it was all maybe 5 minutes. So it wasn't very long, but at least it wet the ground a little bit. That's all that matters. Okay, and then the same with this. We just want to do a very thin edge along there. And there you go. That just kind of gives it a little bit of character on the front. Okay, and then on the inside, like I said, I just took that edge that I had cut off, and I'm going to attach it to the edge of the inside of the card. Now, so that I know where I'm stamping, I'm going to just hold it there. I don't want to apply it yet. But like I said, I'm going to use the May the Beauty of this Season Fill Your Heart with Joy. So we'll go ahead and get that inked up. Yep. Okay, now like I said, I'm just going to hold that on the edge where I know that it's going to go. And that way I know where I'm going to put my stamp over here on the side. I didn't quite get that in, but that's okay. Can maybe fill that in with a marker. Okay. And then I also took, there is a cute little leaf stamp in here. And I'm going to take him and I'm going to use Pumpkin Pie to do a cute little leaf down here on the corner. And then this is the same leaf that I'm going to use to stamp in Versamark on the inside of the card. There we go. So get that all cleaned off of there. I wanted to make sure that this was all it is. At an angle, it looked like it was curved, so I'm thinking it was just all the lines, and I had it on an angle. It was making me look like it was curved. And for this, just again, going to use the Stampin' Seal just to apply it in there. And this, you just want to make sure you're on the edge. Very edge of the card at the top and the bottom. There we go. And then we'll put this on the inside. Again, I don't like to adhere this until I've got it all stamped, because just that way, in case I mess up on my stamp, like I did that M, I could have gone ahead and stamped it on the back, but I'm just going to go with it because I can fill that M in with a marker. And then I will just attach this to the middle of that. There we go. Okay, now just to give the card a little bit extra, and like I said, since this is Cajun Craze, you could use Cajun Craze, or I'm going to use Versamark to give it that watermark effect. And I just took the leaf and I just randomly stamped the leaf pattern all throughout here, just to give it a little bit of extra here on the inside. And there we go. And then you could take and with your card, your envelope, sorry, to dress it up, take that little leaf stamp, and I did a stamp off with it. So I took the orange, stamped it off, and then I stamped it on here. And then I did that again. Okay, then I'll clean that off. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the red. That way it all kind of ties together. Okay, then I'm going to take my cherry cobbler and do the same. There we go. So that way your card and your envelope match. So I think of Stamp Inks paper, very simple card. It's all it needs. Lets the artwork do the talking. If you do want to step it up just a bit, you can do that. I stepped it up just a bit. I took an embossing folder, the Birchwood 3D embossing folder, so I have the wood grain, and I embossed that back piece there. And then I used the gold textured adhesive back dots, and I put some dots on the front. So if you like a little bit of bling on your card, a little bit of something extra, you could do that. But other than that, I think the card just kind of speaks for itself. So I hope you enjoyed stamping with me tonight. And I don't know if you noticed, but I decided that this week I'm going to offer a free with a purchase if you place an order with me and use the host code on the site, and I will put it on the details for this video, then I will include all of the kit for these cards and projects this week. So be sure to watch out for that, and thank you for joining me. I appreciate all of you being here. Have a great night.